Hi, my name is Mickey Wade. I'm a life coach and I'm also a grief recovery specialist. I wanted to go over this session is becoming aware of your patterns. And last session I talked about 5 different steps in changing our patterns. This is number 1 because you can't change what you're not aware of. You have to actually see it in order for you to change it. A lot of my clients, when I speak to them, they're really not aware of what they do because you're really subconsciously is where your subconscious mind is where all your patterns run. If you remember, just to refresh your memory, I said between 0 to 18, you're 95% programmed to relive your life based on childhood events that happened to you. So there's really that reoccurring happening. So what I would like you to do is, I said this in the last video, is just to write down a few different areas of your life where you see the same reoccurring pattern. And the thing about being alert is being in the moment, being there, being here to see what you need to see in order to change it. So the reason why I think we're not aware of our patterns is because either we're living in the past, regretting what happened yesterday, or we're fearing or planning too much in the future, but we're not in the present. And when you're in the present, you allow yourself to be able to feel what's happening, see what's happening, then your mind could actually get a hold of what's going on with you. If most of our habits are subconscious, that means you have what we call a blind spot. And a blind spot, if you've ever driven in the car, you make a left and there's a car right there in your blind spot, you're about to hit that car. So we all have blind spots. So in the last video I said have 5 different friends around you that could speak life into you. And those friends, you got to pick them right. You know why? Because you don't want just critical friends or people that are negative. You want people that are positive, people that are taking you, that really want you to grow. You want to ask them a few questions. What have you seen consistently happening in my life? And be honest with me. What have you seen consistently happening in my life? What have you seen in my career? Financially, where have I been at financially? If you find yourself again in the same situation financially, then you may want to ask for help. Like, hey, what are you seeing? Or relationship-wise, if you keep attracting the same broken relationship, you keep attracting the same self-centered friends, or maybe bossy friends. I know for me, just to give you an example, I was a pattern that I realized, and this is after somebody actually pointed it out to me, that I was always involved with a boss that was very abusive. They were very verbally abusive, emotionally abusive, but it seems like from career to career or job to job, I would attract that. And then I started to think about that. The pattern was there, and how do I become aware of it? Well, it's how did I feel after the events, after all these patterns happening? How did I feel? And the consistent feeling was either not good enough or not worthy. And these were consistent patterns with those people that I've interacted with. If you want to realize, or if we want to recognize where the patterns are, ask yourself, how do I feel after the events that keeps occurring? How do I feel after a relationship is done, when it's ends? Because you could actually really see a pattern when it ends, actually. That's when we're supposed to reflect on it. Because I think these patterns, what they do is they're trying to teach you a lesson. It keeps bringing back that same lesson. Either when you're not learning from that lesson, it will repeat itself. Or when you're not healing the heart will constantly repeat itself in order for you to learn. When you look at the relationship, when you look at your finances, you look at your emotional state, you look at your spirituality, you look at your health, ask yourself, what am I not learning? And also ask 5 of your friends, what do you see in me that needs to change? What do you see in me that keeps happening? Because you see, a lot of people are seeing things in your life, but they may not want to say things to you, maybe because you might be defensive, you might be angry, you might say something or do something that may push them out. Because nobody wants to really tell the truth to one another. Why? Because they don't want to hurt people's feelings. But for me, I would say, tell me. I want to know, because I grow more when somebody's helping me. So there's really 3 things that you want to really look at. Number 1, the common denominator in every relationship, and in all 5 areas, financially, relationships, emotionally, spiritually, and in your health, is you. So you've got to remember, you take you with you wherever you go. I see a lot of my clients that go from relationship to relationship to relationship, but they take themselves. The patterns is still them. So number one is you, your emotions, your feelings. What is it that you feel after an event, after a relationship? Let's just say that. I remember I had an issue with trusting. I didn't want to trust people, and I had a hard time trusting people. So that was my pattern. And guess what? Because I felt that I was naive to trust somebody that would hurt me, I would keep on creating events and situations in my life and draw the people to confirm that people are not worth trusting. So you see, that's a pattern. So, but the emotions that I felt afterwards is not good enough, and I doubted people, and that right there is a consistent pattern. So number one, look at what you feel consistently in your life. Number two, look at the circumstances and how they make you feel. And number three, the people in your life that you keep attracting around you, the friends that you keep attracting around you. What are they saying to you? What is this type of relationship making you feel? What is it that's happening around you that keeps consistently making you feel a certain way? So if you start with the feelings, you will figure out everything else that goes around you. Okay, what am I consistently feeling? And the biggest thing is becoming aware, not judging it. Just be aware. Just observe it. Just be aware. Don't judge yourself or others. We're just at the stage of just realizing, kind of opening your eyes, putting on your glasses, and just noticing. Okay? The next week, what we're going to go over is something that stops us from becoming aware is either we blame. When you blame somebody, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. When you blame somebody, it blinds you from seeing your own self. And what I have seen in my coaching, I'm coaching a lot of my clients and even in myself, is the minute I start to point the finger, the minute I start to blame, is the minute I'm blind. I can't see myself anymore because I'm too focused on looking at somebody else. So this is it. Hopefully this has helped you. Please do subscribe to my channel, and please share this if it has helped you in any way. Please share it with any one of your friends or whoever you want to. My name is Mickey Wade again, and it was great being with you, and I will see you next time.